James the father started packing his belongings into the little brown suitcase that would accompany him throughout his long journey.
As the dark train started rolling into the gray, faded sky, both the mother and daughter felt a sudden loneliness.
Maggie and young Susie walked in sadness towards their empty home while thinking about their loving husband and father on his way to an unknown land.
A soft beat slowly turned into a harsh stomp as the giant shadows began covering the tiny village. The sounds of screaming and chaos frightened the small child and her mother.
During all the terror back in the village, James had just arrived in the land he would now call his home.
After going through a confusing security process, James entered the flying box that would lead him to his exciting new life.
The first few steps he took, James could barely take in what he saw in front of his own curious eyes. He made his way through the large city and talked to everyone he could. Finally, he came to a woman who offered him a place to stay for very little.
James started to wander around as he hears a strange noise. It almost sounds like a mouse, but it is way too loud. The man follows the noise until he finally senses where the noise came from, the bull. As he approaches the bull, a mouse-like creature pops out and hisses, then runs away. The man starts to chase the creature until it runs into the room.
The room was small, and the bed where the creature was hiding, but was hidden behind the door. The door was almost like a shield, guarding the creature. James could hardly believe his eyes when he saw it. It was large, about the size of a cat, and was white, had a 2-foot-long tail, and large circular ears. James and the creature became friendlier as the day went on. He woke up to find his new friend right in his face. The creature, which he named Sean, had scared him. His head was laced with other thoughts. Before my family comes, I need a job. What job could I get, though? The man decided that today he would go out and get a job because he can't be unemployed when the young child and her mother came. Getting dressed, he noticed that the city wasn't familiar and that getting lost in a city that big would be horrible.
After many hours of searching for a job, James finally found one.
He reported back to his family with a message.
James also decided to add some money into the envelope.
James put the envelope in the box that would bring it to his family.
Not too long after, the wife and daughter of James arrived in the new land.
After what felt like a century, they reunited.
James showed his family around his new home, and now they were all comfortably settled in.
Finally, after the long journey of James and his family, they were assimilated into the culture.